Yo. Hello? Still muted? No, I think we're good. Okay. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me right now. Maldives, what up? What up? Okay. We're good to go. Yeah. I'm going to send this out to the group chat, see if anyone wants to jump in. Let me get this out to the community right now. Live. Live with Rolex. I turned my camera on, but I'm literally laid up in bed right now, drinking LaCroix. So that ain't happening, Chief. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and share this to the community. See if anybody wants to hibbity hop on. All right. Officially shared. Turn your watch upside down. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. I got to be honest with you guys. I'm going to pull up the Rolex website right now because I feel like we've all been speaking about. Hold on. Hold a sec. Okay. Perfect. All right, we're up. Yeah. I know we've all talked about the new Rolex releases to death, but why not go over it again? One last time for the content. I wonder if did you guys discuss yet with Oshin the Batman again or the Batgirl? How the blue is lighter now? Because I don't think that's right. There's no way that's right. Where's the new GMT again? I I was thinking about the new GMT today. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's pretty. Why can't I see it? Oh, here it is. The bezel. The bezel. Here we go. I don't think it's that bad, to be honest with you. I honestly, if they had released this on a regular watch, a non-left hand watch, I would be very into this. I would be very into this piece. The green and black bezel is actually really, really cool. And who was it? I think it was Jenny L or whatever. But this is a watch for left-handed people. For people who want to wear a watch on their right hand, they finally have a piece now. So I think that's pretty cool. I think it's a cool thing. Good for them. They have a watch now. I didn't even realize I should drop this link in the StreamYard in case anybody wants to see it, or anybody wants to jump hibbity hop on. I was trying to get this comedian to come on Tim's live stream, Bobby Kelly. He was a comedian from like the Dane Cook era. He's like into watches, and I was like trying to get him to come on. I was really hoping he would. It would have been funny. If you guys are bored, you should check him out. What's his pod? It's called YKW. You know what, dude? And he got mad at his friend for stealing a sky dweller from him under his nose at his AD. It's pretty funny. Um, but yeah, this is cool. Honestly, yeah, I would buy this if it wasn't left-handed. This is pretty sick. I love this green. Like this is like my favorite color of green. This shade, the pine green. I mean, it's fantastic. And then the one watch that nobody's talking about, I have to go in between the StreamYard. I agree about the Bezel. This is cooler than the Batman and the Pepsi, in my opinion. Oh, for sure. Speedy, for sure. If secondhand prices aside, if I'm not looking at secondhand prices and I was presented with all three of these watches from my AD, I would go with the green and black bezel. Granted, it was a regular watch. It wasn't a left-hand drive or whatever they call it. I would 100% pick that up over any other. But I think the main winner of tonight or yesterday's release would have to been the mint green Datejust. I think it's so cool. I sent it over to my sister because she wants to get a new watch. She has like an Oyster Perpetual date. It's called an OP date. It's not a Datejust. It's an OP date, which is dumb. And it's like a modern one. I think they stopped producing them in like 2 years ago or whatever. It's a 34 mil. She bought it without telling me. And now she wants to sell it because she wants something cooler, which, I don't blame her. What is this? How do I get out of this? No, no, no. Who would buy a smooth bezel? That's the dumbest. A smooth gold bezel. Let's get variations in this piece. Or let's config. Okay, let's start the config. I want. Sure. Next. Here we go. Next. I'm going to do smooth bezel because this is what I would buy if I was going to buy it. And then we're doing that. And then we're doing this. And yeah, this is so cool. This is so cool. I think, oh man, the mint green is so cool. I'm excited to see this in person. I called my AD. I told him, I was like, hey, once you get these in exhibition models, give me a call because I want to check this out. Datejust are so underrated. This configuration is so underrated. So very underrated. The best way to get into the Rolex family, if you're trying to build a relationship, is go Datejust. No question. Because you can get such sweet pieces. And then the one thing that I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about is the Oyster Perpetual line. Now that they got rid of all those wacky colors. And now green is really the only, like, if you want to get some weird color, green's the only one you can get left. But I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with this line now, with the Oyster Perpetual line. Now that, all the funky colors are gone. And of course, the Tiffany blue and the yellow and the red, of course, are going to skyrocket. I mean, what? They're going to hit like 50K a piece, obviously. But what's going to happen to these? The dogs, as they used to be called. What's going to happen to these? Are these going to become more available at the AD, or are they going to be harder to get now? That's the real question, because they're going to see the Tiffany and they go, okay, well, I can't get the Tiffany, so maybe I'll get this color. Are they going to think that? What's going to happen? I guess what I'm trying to say is next year I'm going after an OP again. I'm going to get this one for sure. For sure. My first watch was an Oyster Perpetual 39. Such an amazing daily piece. So underrated. So underrated. This would be cool too if you got blue. Green Shroom told me he got the 36. I had no idea, but he got the 36 mil version of this. Awesome. And I've seen this one in person a few different times. Honestly, this one left me a little unimpressed. Not that crazy. And then I bought and flipped this one. What was it, like 4 months ago? This one was very nice in person. This one hugged my wrist really well. So I think I'm definitely gonna get one of these. And insult to injury, I'm probably gonna end up flipping the Speedy at some point because I can't help myself. Someone wrote on a comment, I think it was James the advisor. He said on Tim's last video, he left a comment saying, Lolex, the reason you keep buying and selling your Speedmaster is because that watch sucks. Or what did he write? He wrote the watch is subpar. It's like mediocre at best. You just love the idea of it. And I was like, all right. You got me there, Chief. And then what else was there? I mean, this is the more I think about it, dude, this is such a lazy release. This is like they did the bare minimum with this. I don't care what anybody they did the bare minimum with this shit. I think the best news about what happened with this release is a lot of guys are going to start getting calls about Air Kings, like especially the previous model. People are going to start getting calls for that shit, and I'm happy for them. Anybody that can get a stainless steel Rolex, a salud. I feel nothing but I feel good for you, pal. Yeah, they added the 0 before the 5 too. Big deal. Big fucking deal. Let's see if anyone wants to jump on. Lolex stealing the leads off Speedy. I'm gonna throw this in the Archie group. I'm gonna see what happens there. I'm gonna cause some fucking ruckus over there. Um, what did I miss today? Speedy, what did I miss today on Archie's stream? I didn't watch it. I was working and then I fucking knocked out for 4 hours. I got an amazing nap. I got one of those naps where you wake up and you're like, where am I? Am I at my house? Where am I? When I was looking at the Daytonas, I couldn't find the like on the release night, I couldn't find the Panda at first. And I was like, don't fucking tell me they got rid of the Panda. This is, yeah, I mean, this would be nuts. I've never even seen the Black Dial in person. I bet this is, I mean, amazing. Oh, amazing. Yeah. I'm gonna throw this to some other cool cats in the stream. All right. All right. Man. So there really was nothing that good that got released this year. Now that I'm thinking about it, like there's nothing, if anything, I think the big release or the big thing that's came out this year was one, the Tudor, obviously, the Tudor Black Bay. But then also more people are going to start clamoring for the old OPs, right? We're going to see those. Oh, let's check out what that is on the secondhand market right now. David SW's got a few OPs hanging out. See what those are going for right now. All a bunch of shit. Wow, 12 grand for this. Jesus Christ. I think I sold mine for 10. Fuck. Um, let's shop for Rolex. Where is the Rolex? Oh, here we go. Rolex. This is almost 11 grand. Wow. Fucking bastards. They don't even have any 41s. Damn. Oh, here we go. 14 grand for this. 20 grand for this. 14 grand. Okay, so for the ones that they still produce, they're selling them pretty expensivo. 20 grand for the green dial. Get the fuck out of here. Get up out of here. Let's look at Chrono 24. All right. What are the Let me get a reference number for these Chiefs. Uh, 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 uh. What is it? 124300 or some shit like that. What is the reference number? Let's get a reference number for the OP41s. I want to see how they're doing on the secondhand market right now. Now that these 1243 hundo. 1243 hundo. Okay. Oyster Perpetual. Let's see how these funky dials are doing. $30,000 for the yellow. $33,000. So this is 43 grand for a yellow OP. Dude, I had one of these in my hand. And my AD, they were offering this piece to me in my hand and I fucking turned it down. I would have made an easy 30 grand. I mean, this is what they're asking though for. That's what they're asking for this. Who's buying this at 40 grand? No one's buying these at 40 grand, dude. Come on. Come on. Let's be real. They're probably selling for like no Get the fuck out of here, dude. 60 grand for a fucking turquoise OP. I don't believe this. There's no way that's selling. Absolutely no way that's selling. Absolutely not. I really wonder if Rolex discontinued the OP because of how well the Nautilus did. That Tiffany Nautilus that came out that went for like 2 mil. So they were like, we're just gonna stop producing these watches now. I wonder if they were that reactionary or if that was the plan the whole time. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Get back to Tudor. Now that the Rolex release is done, I wonder what everyone else is talking about. Yeah. How thick are these? Let's look at the specs. How thick are these bad boys? That's what I want to know. The case is 39. So it doesn't tell you a lot about how thick this thing is going to be. I got to tell you, I mean, at $3,700, that's a pretty nice little deal you got there. I mean, this is not bad. This is not a bad. This is a pretty good first watch. I feel bad for the people who bought the 58. I really do. Because this is a fixed bezel, right, guys? This isn't a, that's not engine. 14.6 mil. That's not too bad. I mean, that's kind of thick, isn't it? How thick are subbies? Let's look that up. Okay. 12.5. Whoa, hold on. So, Alex, you're telling me that this 39 mil Tudor is thicker than a standard Submariner, and it's smaller. That changes everything. I wonder 12 millimeters around. Whoa, that's interesting. How thick is the Black Bay 58 in general? Let's take a look at that. Black Bay 58 thickness. How thick is that? 11.9. So this thing is just thick as hell. Wow. Okay, now I really gotta check this thing out in person. I really need to check this thing out in person. Because if this thing is, oh, look at it too. That's thick. Get the fuck out of here. All right, let's take a look at this. What do we got to do? Let's take wow, that's actually pretty thick. Brown is huge. Wow, that's a thick watch. That's interesting. God, why did they add those stupid rivets? What was the point of that? It's the same thickness as a Blacklight GMT. Jesus Christ. Dude, those GMTs are massive. It's the same thickness, but it's smaller. Who is this watch for? That's a huge guard. Yeah. I mean, guard. That's a huge crown. Wow, that thing is thick. Jesus. You know, it would have took very he's fucking vomit. Yeah, I feel you on that one, Alex. I feel you on that one, Chief. I feel like there's a lot about this watch that's cool. It's just the goddamn rivets and the clasp too. I really hope I mean, they probably didn't, but that would have been sweet if they added the link extension in this clasp here. This actually looks pretty nice. That's a nice looking clasp. I hate this stitching. This could be a very cool watch. I mean, yeah, that's a very nice looking watch. That's why it's cheap. I know, dude. I think I don't want I never wanted to say this because so many people own Tudor, but when I think about the brand Tudor, nope, no extension clasp. When I think about the brand Tudor, I just think about a watch that I would take traveling, or if I go to a bar. This is like the watch I would put on, and that's kind of what my Speedy is at the moment. Like if I go on a first date or something, or I go to a bar, like I said, or even like it used to be if I was going to like a music festival or something, I would throw the Speedy on because that's a watch where if I lose it, I could easily replace it, even though it's still like $4,500. Even more now. Imagine losing a Speedy now. It's like $7,000. Jesus. So it kind of fits that. I feel like this watch kind of fits that lifestyle. This is the true go anywhere, do anything type of piece. Still could be cool. Look at this. The Blacklight GMT. Dude, this is. I wonder what kind of gold this is, though. What kind of gold is this? Faux gold? Is this faux gold, guys? Yeah. This trash. This is trash. Why did they make their watches so thick? What is the point of that? Why is it so many? All their photos are women. If you look at all the promotional photos for at least these new releases, it's all women wearing these watches. What girls are wearing Tudors? That's the dumbest thing ever. It's gold plated. That makes sense. Yeah. No thanks. No thanks. But this is actually, I mean, this is pretty cool. This looks like the root beer, Alex. You know? Kind of looks like the root beer, man. I really hope you pick up that root beer soon. Just fucking, it's crazy to think a two-tone watch is hard to get now. I remember fucking they give you a crazy discounts on these goddamn things. Now you got to fucking, oh my god, holy shit! It's not even that expensive. It's 15 to 5, so it's like 16 if you want to add 9.5. You're spending like over 16,000 on this. How is this almost the same price as my Bumblebee that I'm about to get? 15,258. Don't give me this shit. Hold on. 15,258. Oh, it's not that much. It's like less than $1,000. That's fucking bullshit. Brad, what is going on, man? How you doing? I might get the green dial date just first. Don't do that. Don't do that. You'll regret that. Get the get that root beer first, man. That's a cool watch. You got me thinking now. Anytime I see that watch, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Alex's piece. I'm so excited for my goddamn two-tone sub to come in. This is gonna be so cool. So cool. You know, people, I was thinking about it, how we call the BLNO, or is it R? BLNO. We call it the Batman. When I see this, I think of Batman because this is like the 90s 2000 Batman symbol. That's just what I think. That's just me. Yeah, two-tone. Crazy. These things are so goddamn expensive. 16,000. That's a used car. That's a used car. It's nuts. Man, I wonder how much longer we're going to see this Milgauss. I wonder if they're going to replace it next year. They have to, right? Are they going to give it the Air King special where they just put fucking crown guards on it and upgrade the bracelet? That's probably what Rolex is going to end up doing. For sure. This secondhand's pretty dumb. I got to be honest with you guys. Not a fan of the lightning bolt. If they just did a yellow secondhand that was straight, that would actually be pretty cool. And there's something about this outlier here I'm not a fan of. I don't know why. It just cheapens the watch a little bit. Call me crazy. They did maybe pips, yellow pips. Maybe that would be cool. I hate this lightning bolt. That's not for me. I think it's dumb. What do you think of the new Air King changes? Incredibly lazy. Insanely lazy, in my opinion. What did they really do? Crown guards, upgraded clasp, and they put a 0 in front of. Ooh, Chris is here. Chris, what's up, man?
Yo, what's good, my man?
What is up? The first on live with Rolex.
Yeah, I thought I'd slide in here with you real quick. See,
Dude, hell yeah.
What it was.
I'm glad I wasn't alone on this. Because I was like, no one's streaming right now. Someone should be streaming right now. Right? I feel like someone should be streaming right now.
Yeah,
So Chris, what did you think about this year's Rolex releases? Boring, right?
Not well. You know what I noticed, to be honest?
What?
That, and I've only seen a couple of these going back, not too far. And excuse the picture. I'm going to play around with this for a little bit while I'm here.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, it's not moving, is it?
You're trying to make your screen like the new GMT reversed. Just trying to give everyone a headache. No, it's true though. When I look at the new GMT, I get like a headache. Like this thing looks upside down. It's dumb.
So I saw a comment that somebody said the president of Rolex is left-handed.
Is that true?
That's what I saw somewhere. I don't know if it's accurate or not. You know what I mean? But that's what I saw. So they were like, "Oh, you probably pushed it through," But I
That's
don't know.
insane. That'd be
I
so funny if it was true. She was like, I want to watch for me finally.
no matter how bad it looks, right?
Yeah, right. No, but I was saying if they had made the new GMT a regular watch, like just whatever, they put out the GMT with the green and black bezel, I would actually really like it because I think it looks cool.
Okay.
If they were to, and I'm going price aside, right? I'm not looking at secondhand values. If they presented me with a Pepsi, the Batman, and then this, I think I would choose this.
Really?
If it wasn't left-hand drive though, if it was just a regular watch, the regular GMT, I would go with this because I think this actually looks pretty cool.
I'm not so sure, man. I'm not
You
so
don't like it?
I'm more of a fan of, the monochrome color.
Okay.
So I'd say all green, but obviously that puts it back in the ceramic category.
Yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose of the GMT function.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like this is a reach. I just
What do
feel I don't know what they're reaching for, but they're reaching.
They're reaching for something.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
What were you hoping for this year?
you know, just between you and me, I
Yeah.
was hoping they were going to just discontinue the two-tone Sea Dweller since nobody likes it anyways. Or everybody likes it, but nobody's, clamoring for it. So I'm
Okay.
looking for another situation of like the SD4K, where it only
Okay.
came in for 3 years, something like that, kind of like what they did to the colored OPs, where it was just, hey,
Okay.
it's here and now it's gone. You know?
Wait, are you saying that because you have an SD43?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just like, no, I just want my watches to go up in value. That's what I want.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I want something special.
no, I don't blame you. Like that, imagine the person that bought one of the colored OPs. They didn't go gray market. They just bought it at the AD because they were like, I like the color red. I
Yeah,
like yellow. Imagine how they're feeling right now. That's got to be pretty insane.
yeah. Yeah. But you know what? They did something pretty big that not a lot of people are talking about. And I know Cam is always on these 36s and everything that's a little bit smaller in the diameter. But if
Hmm.
you look at that stock, they introduced the diamond bezel, diamond dial, in one of the sun dust colors or whatever it is. Not the sun dust, in one of the colors. And it's only 15K.
And this is the
Honestly,
36 mil?
yeah, 36 mil.
Okay.
So if you build a 36 date just, and then you could pick one of the exotic dials, not a big deal. And let's see. Okay, so watch. Start configuring that one.
Okay.
Let's
Uh,
go to the bezel.
oh, the bezel.
Watch. Go
Okay.
to the bezel. Go to the right. Go to the right.
The diamond
Right.
set? Okay. Okay.
Then go pick. So go all the way to the right. Start picking out some diamond. Pick out the diamond dial you like. Right.
Oh, wow. Okay. So something like this.
Yeah. Or like watch. So watch. Go back to the blue. Or yeah. Actually, no. There's a pink one. Watch. Go to the pink. To the right.
Oh, to the right. Hold on.
Yeah. One more. Do that one right, and
Hmm.
then do it on the Jubilee bracelet.
Okay.
That one might be a little bit more expensive, but in a 36, what's this going for?
That's like almost 20 grand if you factor taxes in.
All right, so go back to the left and choose one of the normal dials, not with the Roman.
No. Okay.
Yeah,
So
like
let's do this one.
okay, let's see.
17.5.
If you go down to the next one, it goes down to 15.
So let's do just regular black. 17.5. Maybe it's the diamond bezel that's throwing it off.
Maybe. Watch, go to the blue one real quick just to be sure. I doubt they'd make the blue one cheaper.
Yeah, that would be weird if they took $2,000 off of it. They're like, we just can't move these guys, so just can you please buy them? I think it's because of the bezel. Maybe that's where they configured it. Because that's an extra two. Yeah, this is 10.7, so that's not bad. This is actually a very good bang per buck. $10,700.
But they already have that. I'm thinking if I'm a woman that wants a larger watch that has a little bit of a bling to it, right? Getting that factory set diamond bezel with the diamond dial, and something bigger than a lady's date just.
Yeah, that's true. And this isn't. Well, first of all, I think maybe what threw it off to was the Jubilee bracelet. But this is a very understated type of watch. Like I understand it has the diamonds, bezel, face. Still very understated. I don't think you would call this out. Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't draw a lot of attention.
No.
But I've always said like the Datejust with the diamond dial is a great bang per buck. I think what is it? It's like under 20 grand or something like that.
Yeah. And I think the only thing that you would really want is the presidential clasp, right? Because that would be the real complaint.
Yeah. I mean, if I could configure this thing the way I want to, then yeah. What is this? Hold on a second. I need to change the material on this bad boy. Dude, this new configure thing that they have on the Rolex website sucks. It's so confused.
It's not that bad.
You don't think it's that bad? Here we go. I keep having issues with this dumb thing. But look at the price on this. If I get this watch and then I put diamonds in the face. Look how much this is. $12,200.
You're
And you
kidding.
got a watch with diamonds in the face. This is not bad. I'm going to spend more than this on my two-tone sub that I get. And this is actually a better value when you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, nobody's wearing dress watches anymore, Everybody's trying to wear something sporty. So
Do you really consider this a dress watch?
yes.
You do? I don't know if I do. It's too big to be a dress watch. Dress watches are supposed to be like thin and slide under the cuff. I think this I don't know. I don't know if I would categorize this as a dress watch. Especially if you do this configuration where you get the Oyster bracelet on it.
Oh well, then yeah, that changes the character of it. So I'd agree with you on that.
Man, how much is this? Let me see this.
600.
11,950 bucks. This is a steal. This is a steal, in my opinion. This is so cool.
Did it in a decent amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, how long do you think you'd have to wait for this? A month? A couple months?
I have to wait forever. I don't have any pull, so.
Oh, really? Wait, what part of California are you in, Chris?
Work in K-Town, but I live out by Ontario.
Ontario. Oh, Pomona area. Yeah. I have friends that went to Cal Poly, so I know that area kind of.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talk about the cockfights in Pomona.
No. No. Pomona is a pretty sketchy area. There's a strip club out there that we used to go to like when we were 18 or 19. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, Pomona is a pretty sketchy area. Yeah. Working in K-Town, you live in Ontario. Do you ever feel a little nervous wearing your watches around those areas? Because I don't mean this in a bad way, but like Ontario borders certain bad areas. You're near like San Bernardino, kind of, right?
Yeah, but that's a little bit further out there. I mean, I'm right up the street from Rancho Cucamonga.
Oh, then never mind. Yeah, Ranch is actually a good area.
So, no, I don't ever feel nervous about it. To be honest, I always feel like the watch is too much for the situation. But that just might be a function of, the people I'm around, and I'm always trying to downplay things. So,
Oh, you mean like when you go to hang out with friends or go to a restaurant, a bar, you're like, why did I wear this watch?
Yeah. Yeah.
I get that. I get that a lot. I was thinking the other day, because I think that's why I keep my Speedmaster, and why I actually am really interested in the Tudor release right now, because these watches kind of fit that category for me, as in like a watch that I'm going to wear when I want to dress down, or I'm going to go somewhere and I don't want to wear a nice watch. This is the kind of thing I would wear,
Mhm.
which is a little mean to say, but it is what it is. And that's why I kind of think it's important to have like one non-Rolex in your collection.
Yeah,
That's how I feel.
yeah. Because I mean, the Longines I've been wearing. I mean, I never think twice about it. It has a little bit of a look to it, but it's not one of those things that even if somebody recognizes it, they're not gonna be like, "Oh shit," you know.
What Longines is that
Talk
again?
about it. The Spirit in titanium,
Oh, okay.
the three-hander.
Titanium. Let's take a look at this. Oh, interesting. Okay. Do you have it on the bracelet or a strap?
The bracelet. Hold on, I'll send you a quick picture of it so you can see
Hell
what
yeah.
it's about.
Yeah, no, yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why I like the Oyster Perpetual line so much, because it's such an understated piece. It's one of the few Rolexes you can wear out and not people aren't going to call you out on it. I feel like when I wore my Oyster Perpetual, I never had any issues with it. I wore it everywhere.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. And then if you're caught out there with something, it's like, oh, it's not just that one. It's that one. So
Yeah, yeah,
like,
big time.
we're
Like I
talking
could
about
see
the whole
I
deal.
I don't know. I feel like I was talking to Tim a little while back, and he was telling me that he doesn't really wear his Pepsi a lot because he feels like it's loud. And I kind of, I kind of get what he's saying.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
did you send that photo, Chris?
Hold on, it's
Okay,
on my phone. I didn't sync
no
it.
worries,
Put it up real
no
quick.
worries. Yeah, Longines is a pretty sweet piece. I think my dad has one nice watch that they bought in the '70s, and it's like a Longines dress gold piece that has like an integrated bracelet. It's very, very ugly. No, I don't like it at all. How much was this? How much was this? Was it expensive?
No, I got a fabulous deal from the Wizard. So
Oh no, wait, you bought it off the Wizard?
yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh, there we go. Finally got here. All right, hold on. Let me share
Cool.
it. Get the link
Cool.
here. Yada yada yada. Create the link. Yeah, yeah. Blah 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 blah. Copy, add, paste. All right, there you go.
Let's do this. Do 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 do. And then we do. Okay. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, it's nice. I
So it's
like
just
that. Oh, go
just
on.
sleek. No, I was just gonna say it's real sleek, simple three-hander, but it looks good in the light. It's super legible. Nice big crown on it. You know.
I was just gonna call out the crown on it. This thing looks massive, and that's it screwed in.
Yep, it is
Oh
screwed in.
wow,
It's 100 meters.
100 meters.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then it's titanium, so it's super light. I never worry about it.
So this is a piece that you wear like your daily driver.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
I call it my old man watch.
All right. Nice.
Yeah.
And then you said you have two sea dwellers, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I have the SD43 Mark One, and then I have the
Okay.
two.
And you have the two tone.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Which one? Oh wow. How does the two tone feel actually? How do you
which
feel
is
about that? Because I'm about to get the two tone sub, which is pretty
okay.
much the same piece.
Mhm.
How do you feel about this? Does this feel like a loud watch for you?
So I had a two-tone sub before that, but it was the Neo Vintage. So back in like an aluminum bezel rather than
Okay.
Cerachrome.
Hmm.
Oh, not Cerachrome. What the hell was it?
The pre ceramics.
Yeah. Thank you. Ceramic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pre-ceramic, right?
Hmm.
Uh, in comparison, there's a lot of similarities between the two, especially if you're getting a more modern two tone. There's going to
Hmm.
be a lot of similarities. The only thing that I think really is a little bit different is that the height of the sea dweller adds
Oh,
something to it, right?
for
So
sure.
you get that, and then obviously just the yellow lettering on the dial. You know?
Oh no, yeah. I mean, there's I would say there's pretty big differences between the pieces. I mean, your Sea Dweller is much bigger, I would say, but in terms of just wearing the thing, having a watch with yellow gold in it. How does that feel wearing it? What's it like to wear that thing? Was there a time when you were wearing it around a lot, or is this more of like a special occasion piece?
The two-tone's my special occasion piece.
Yeah.
So, holidays, family events, all that kind of stuff. Um, I don't know, man. Like it does seem a little bit flashier, but then I think there's a little bit of a difference in not necessarily the luster of the watch, but there's just something different about the way the modern Rolex shines compared to, you know, the the pre-ceramic. I don't
Hmm.
know if it's just because of the bigger proportions of it or what it is, but um yeah, nah, man. I mean, I don't think it's too flashy. It's not like the bluesy where you have the blue kind of punching you in the face. That
Yeah.
blue is still subdued and really does a lot for it.
Yeah.
But you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with either one.
I got to be honest with you. I was thinking about the bluesy at one point, but I just can't get behind a blue watch. I don't know why. This
Really?
looks much more appealing to me, in my opinion.
Hmm. So what's your philosophy with your watches? Like, do you rotate your watches or do you kind of have, purpose built type stuff?
Purpose built.
Okay.
I wear them for what I'm going to be doing that day. So if I'm, let's say, going into the office that day, which is I'm now back in the office, which sucks. But when I'm going into the office, I'm wearing the sub, right? It's Rolex, little under the radar. To be honest with you, I haven't really been called out on it yet.
Okay.
Great daily piece, right? If I'm going somewhere like a bar, like on a Friday night, or I'm going to like a crowded event, or even a place that I don't really know, I wear the Speedy usually. Um, Mainly because you just never know in those situations, especially a bar. Like I don't know. I haven't had a situation yet, but I feel like it could be a situation. So that's when I wear the non Rolex. And then you have the special occasion piece, which was the Batgirl. That would be like the one that I would wear to a special occasion, but this two tone is probably going to take that place for me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not a rotation type. What about you?
You know what? At this point, with the way prices are going, I'm getting worried about, I'm getting worried about taking them out of the box, man.
Oh, for real? You're not even wearing this thing now?
Well, okay, well, no, I mean, I just wore it because I just had like a father-daughter dance, like our
Oh,
first,
nice.
so I wore it to that, you know?
Oh, did you really? That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Cool.
like, I don't know if I'm gonna put one on. Honestly, I love my 43 and with the red line, but I love my SD 4K. Oh well, I have a 4K too, so
So wait, that's a Mark II, right?
um, no, no, no. The SD 4K is the one that came out right before they did the transition to the new case. I mean,
Oh, okay.
to the new Cyclops Eye and you know the whole revamp of that line.
Wait. This is the ceramic one, right? So this would be the equivalent of a 40 mil sub, right?
Right, but it has the aluminum bezel. Does that have aluminum?
Does it? I think it has ceramic, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you're right. It does.
Wait,
You
you
know,
know,
well,
okay.
here's what it is. So here's what it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
It's such a blend of the old and the new,
Okay.
right? Because it's still like the old design element, but yeah, the newer kind of spec on it, but it's just really in between. So
Okay.
it's oh,
Do you
okay.
know the year? Do you know the year it was produced?
I want to say 20. Let's see. So that one's 2019. I want to say 2016.
Yeah, it's a ceramic bezel.
Yeah,
Rolex moved over to ceramic bezels after 2012
yeah,
or Q4 of 2011. But yeah, you have a ceramic bezel, so you have technically a modern sea dweller. This is a
yeah,
modern sea dweller, so it just has the maxi max. I mean, it's a maxi case, but since it's the sea dweller, it's the maxi case. But it's essentially a ceramic Rolex, which is cool. So, do you is going back to what we were saying about do you rotate your watches or do you wear them for special occasions? Would you say
yeah.
that
It depends on the
the
outfit.
it depends on the outfit, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool, cool.
yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. So your collection is almost pretty similar to what mine's about to be, where we have our stainless steel diver and then we have our two-tone diver, right?
Yep,
Love
yep.
it. Cool.
Yeah, and really, the only reason why I'm in the sea dwellers so much, other than it's a Rolex, is
Hmm.
it has like the period that I picked up for, it has a real unique place in the family, right? And in the Rolex
Yeah.
history, where it's like, oh, they're transitioning from one to another, and there's only a couple years. Then I get the quote unquote anniversary edition, right?
Hmm.
The single red. Then, oh, it's the first time they've had a two-tone in this. Okay, so I got that. And then they happen to be back to back in, and kind of like a linear progression in the
Sure.
line,
Okay.
right? So it's like, oh, okay, well, that just has like a lot of appeal to it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Which is why I'm like, I wouldn't mind them discontinuing it at this.
You're just like, man, stop producing these so I can start making money. Let me ask you something. If they stopped producing these and they shot up, would you sell them?
No,
You wouldn't.
no,
Interesting, Chris. Let me ask you something. Did you get these from an AD or did you go gray?
gray.
Okay. Did you go over retail?
No,
Well, there you go. So you yeah.
yeah.
Where'd you buy them?
So I have a client that
Okay.
watch dealer. So obviously I went over retail for the 4K because I
Okay.
just picked that up like a year ago,
Okay.
but it wasn't that bad. The single red I got from TPG,
No way.
dude.
Did you
So,
really?
yep. So check this out. But this were the early days. So
Okay.
pretty dope story too.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
on the website, right? And I'm looking at everything and just kind of perusing it. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's down there for the retail price, right? And
Okay.
they didn't have a markup on it. But they had others that they had already marked up, but this one wasn't.
Okay.
So in the end, long story long, they basically mislabeled it because they put up the cost of the watch, but they didn't
Okay.
put up their retail price of the watch.
Okay.
So I ended
And
up getting it at retail.
so did they honor the old price?
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome. So you
yeah,
pretty much took money out of Anthony Farrow's pocket. That's
basically.
that's that's great, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Well, man, that's cool. So do you have a thing about getting anything from an AD or you just haven't had any luck with them?
Oh, okay. So that's another story.
Okay.
So I've been on the wait list with my AD trying to form a relationship for the past year plus.
What
Trying
AD
to,
is this?
Hingwa. Do you know
Ah,
Hingwa
dude,
Lee?
you're not gonna get any luck at Hingmore. Are you kidding me?
I just
Chris.
well, wait. I just pulled my wife's Rolex out of there last weekend.
Okay. What did you get her?
Uh, 31 OP in silver dial.
That's okay. That's a good pull.
Right. And so so I've been waiting at the same time. I bought her one and I bought myself one in the 41. Same
You got
watch.
wait, you have a 41 mil OP?
I'm waiting for it.
Oh, what color are you getting?
Silver dial. It's exactly like hers. So I
That's
got
cool.
watches, one for her, one for me.
Dude, we're about to have the same collection. You know that, right? I'm getting a 41. I'm trying to get one at towards the end of the year. That's so funny. That's so funny, Chris. We're about to have the same collection. Um, yeah, man, I gotta tell you, I had the 41 mil silver OP at one point.
Oh, you have?
Um,
Okay.
I did. It was a catch release. I needed the money. Anyways, so I bought it, I flipped it, but I had it for a couple days and I was, messing around with it and I was like, damn, if I was going to do a one and done, this could very easily be that piece. Very
How
easy.
how's the dial? Is it?
It's it's I would say the best thing about that dial is the gold indices because you have yellow gold indices around the hour markers, right? Really pops. And then you have that yellow pips on the seconds that just I'm telling you, the whole watch pops. It looks almost gold when you see it in person. The way the light hits it, it's a fantastic piece. And I actually really like that clasp that they have on it. The flat clasp, the stamp for the Rolex coronet. It makes it so the watch slides under the cuff really well. It really is a great piece. It's almost utilitarian when you think about it.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. How big's your wrist, by the way? If you're wearing these sea dwellers.
I thought my wrist was larger than it actually is. I
Mhm.
just recently redid it, and it's oh crap. Now I'm thinking of my wife's wrist because I just measured hers. She was
Okay.
6. I want to say like 7.5.
You have a 7.5 inch wrist.
Oh, I don't know if that's right. That can't be right.
Okay, well, how do these sea dwellers fit on your wrist? Are they chunky or do they fit good?
My sub felt small.
Jesus Christ, Chris. Yeah, then yeah, dude, that thing is gonna that OP41 is gonna fit you like a 36.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping
Have
so.
you have you tried on the exhibition pieces yet?
No.
Oh man, they got. I think they. I know for a fact they have an OP41 in Santa Monica on exhibition, and then
I don't want
Rodeo.
to. I don't want to ruin it. If I try
Oh
it,
really?
have it, I, I'll think about it and I'll obsess over it. I just want to wait. I want to get it. I want to, see if I bond with it or not. Not just have that, that visceral moment of because I'm going to be happy if I have it on my wrist or something similar.
Hmm.
So,
Did they give you a timeline, or did they give you the regular when it comes in? It comes in type of spiel.
so you know how when I told you where I went, your first reaction was you're not going to pull anything out of there.
Yeah.
That's basically how I feel.
Oh really?
But they treat me well.
Okay.
The purse is nice to me. I mean, I've gone in there and tried on other things, and
Uh-huh.
she offered me what the oh actually she offered me a two-tone date just with diamond dial maybe 2 months after I went in.
Of course, Chris. No one's buying that thing. I mean, I'm not talking shit on it, but like those are hard watches to sell.
Yeah, I mean that's why
Um,
I passed on it.
yeah, yeah, good, good. My best piece of advice, because we're in the same area, I would just start calling every AD that's around us, man. Everything from like Riverside to Torrance up to Thousand Oaks. You just got to call all of them and be like, hey, this is what I'm looking for. And then you never know, man. Something might happen. That's what happened with this sub. One of my random ADs that I called a long time ago just ended up reaching out to me and was like, hey, are you still interested in that sub?
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So just start reaching out, man. You got to play. It's a numbers game, I feel like.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not balling like that. I'm maybe gonna buy, 1, 2 watches a year type of thing. You know,
100%.
so
Yeah. I mean, that's the same thing I do. I turn down a lot of stuff. I turned down a yellow OP. That's how much that's how many places I'm on a wait list for stuff.
yeah. Do you ever get out this way? Because I know you're in LA, right?
Yeah, Ontario. My one of my really good friends lived in Pomona. He went to Cal Poly
Okay.
and he lived there after college.
Mhm.
So I would go out there a lot and just go to his apartment to hang out and stuff like that. Ontario, I don't really, but yeah, it's not Ontario's close, man. It's not far at all.
Oh,
We could
okay.
totally grab a drink sometime if you're down.
Yeah, either come out here or meet me down at South Coast. We'll go visit a couple places down there.
Dude, South Coast has like I think it's probably my favorite mall. A lot of people like the Grove out here and then the Beverly Center. I like South Coast the best. That mall is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so what you call it? The Torno that's out there is right across from a Paddock boutique. It's right across
Mhm.
from a Longue boutique. By the
Mhm.
way, got it. If you're ever interested in going to a Longue boutique, let me know. The one at the South Coast Plaza. Funny thing. I go to Torno. I walk across. I'm looking in the window, and I go to walk in, and it's COVID, all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
The guy's all, "Hey, how you doing? You got an appointment or anything like that?" I'm like, "Nah, I just, I was across the way. I just want to come in and look. I'm trying to learn about the brand and just become more familiar, kind of thing." And the guy
Mhm.
goes, "Oh, okay." And so he calls to somebody in the back, right? And then he's like, "Okay, yeah, she can help you," kind of thing. Well, turns out it's one of the managers, and we sit there for like 45 minutes. She has me trying all kinds of stuff. We're breaking it down, cracking jokes. The nicest. He, was guarding the door, so I don't know if he was the door guy or what. But
Okay.
man, one of the nicest experiences I've ever had in the AD.
At Longue.
Yep, at Longer.
Dude, most watch brands, if you go into their stores, they give you the full service. It's only Rolex that is like shitty about it. I had
Really?
the same
Okay.
experience with JLC at the South Coast Plaza.
Mhm.
They have a really nice boutique there. I went in and they were super nice to me. I mean, I had to be like 24 at the time, so I didn't have money, but they still were like showing me watches, letting me try everything on. So yeah, I mean, all these other places are actually really cool. It's just Rolex that sucks. Especially the one at South Coast Plaza. That Rolex plate AD, horrible service. Borderline rude.
Aren't they a Torno though? Because whenever I go to
The
Toronto, they're always like, "Oh, go visit our Rolex store," and I'm like, "That's all right."
at South Coast Plaza,
Yeah,
I think.
because Toronto's upstairs, and then they say they have like a repair place or something that they do there. So they have
Uh-huh.
3 offices there. She told me one's a Rolex store, one's the Toronto store, and then one's like a Rolex office or something like that. Or maybe it's like a Toronto office where they handle business or something. But
I might have this one confused with a different one. I probably have this Rolex ID confused with a different one because I know what you're talking about. The Torno in South Coast does work with Rolex, and they sell Rolex parts too. I know that.
okay.
Um, yeah, I probably have it confused a little bit, but yeah, South Coast is awesome, super awesome. What's next on your list besides the OP? Is that like your main one that you're looking to get next?
Mm, nah, I need a dress watch, man. I
Oh
need a
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, especially because even like with my sports watches, I wear a lot of other watches too. So like I have, G-Shocks and just a couple other things that I wear. So I'm like, I'd love to pick up another Rolex, but I really need a dress watch. I was, when I was dancing with my daughter, I was like, I'm Rolex, like you need to be wearing a Patek or a Lange. Like I'm gonna be old here in a second. So
you were hitting other kids in the face with that Sea Dweller. Like, I'm sorry, this thing is too thick. I'm sorry.
but I did
Yeah.
see, oh yeah, but so you know what I mean? Like I just need something where I could wear, to a wedding, to
Mhm.
something a little bit more formal, because I like doing that kind of stuff too. So
Yeah.
I'd like to find something in that realm, but
What do you
V
think of the JLC?
no, I really want to get another VC. Like
Vacheron. What Vacheron do you have?
overseas. Silver.
Overseas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you totally said that before. Overseas silver dial.
Yep.
Take a look. Oh, do you have it on the rubber strap?
I do now. So I
Oh.
used to wear it on. So this one I used to wear on the leather,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, my bracelet's still stickered. I'm not wearing this on the bracelet. I have enough other stuff, but yeah. So I was wearing that, right, and it's I don't know. Everybody else was wearing it on the rubber. I was kind of resisting it just because I felt like it was too casual. But as soon
Mm-hmm.
as I put it on the rubber, I was like, oh, this is where it's at.
Yeah.
You know,
I gotta tell you, man, this is a very nice piece. Very, very nice piece. Did you get this from an AD or did you go gray on this one too?
my client
Oh, your client? Did he
at
give you a good deal at least?
retail.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. What is this retail for?
I want to say that one was 18. I think it's like 20 or something like that.
Jesus. Yeah, this is a big boy piece right here. This is a big boy piece. So if you have this in a silver dial, why are you going silver on the OP?
Well, one,
And
because I wanted it to match my wife's,
okay,
and she's not a big watch person to begin with.
okay.
So I did something that was as kind of like how you said, as utilitarian as it could be.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just, hey, it has Rolex on the dial. I know it's going to be robust. It has a little bit of luxury, but she could dress it up, she could dress it down, and I'm basically just matching her with this one.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, man. I was forgetting about the gold coordinate that you have in the dial here.
Mhm.
Pops. Pops huge. So nice. Yeah, man. This is you're gonna like this piece. You're gonna like it a lot. I'm going for black this time
Okay.
for sure. I'm grabbing this one.
You're not
I
feeling
might
that new
go
Air King?
which one?
You're not feeling the new Air King? You're not going to change your mind and go
I
for
mean, I mean, realistically, I mean, we'll see what happens. But at this price point, it's so hard to beat 6,000. That's such. I feel like you're getting such a deal on this piece.
yeah.
And I never really liked the new Air King. I got to be honest with you. That dial, the dial layout they have on it, I was never interested in it. I always thought it was ugly. So,
It is.
and
It's
it's
okay. It's not
especially
gonna be like this. It's not going to be like this for much longer because I think this is just a transition. They're going to make it in this case in this configuration for a year or two, and then they're going to have a dial change,
yeah,
right? and then they'll say, "Hey, that's the next big thing," but they've already changed the case, the movement, everything else about it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, of course, this isn't going to be like the staple. Of course, this is going to change at some point, but yeah, and then the new clasp on it too. I don't know. I just think the OP has a lot going for it. I love the simplicity of it. I love how basic it is. It's a
Mm.
no nonsense. It's a Rolex. That is it. There's nothing else to it.
Yeah.
So
Yep,
yeah,
I hear you on that. I hear you on that.
I'm gonna get that one. And the worst part is too, and I'm gonna get so much shit from this from the community when I do this, but I might end up selling my Speedy to fund it.
What?
They're gonna give me so much shit. It's like gonna be my third time selling a Speedmaster. But dude, they're gonna give me Chris, they're gonna give me so much shit. It's gonna be they already give me shit because I didn't make it for when Tim came into town. And this is just gonna be the cherry on the cake. Oh,
Uh,
it's gonna suck.
What's funny? The first thing I thought of was like, "Oh, well, you can get it back. You know, if you get rid of it, it'll come back." So
100%, dude. Who said this? I think it was Bear that said this to me. But he's like, the Speedmaster is like a bus. If you miss it, there's another one that's just right around the corner. It's true. You could always pick up a Speedmaster. But I think the one thing that I really like about my Speedmaster is that it's the previous model. It's the big box Speedy. It doesn't have the new bracelet. And I really don't like the new bracelet. I'm probably the only person in the world that feels this way, but I don't like the new bracelet. It feels cheap to me. I'm
I've
not
never
into it.
I've never worn a Speedy, so I'm not sure what the difference is between them.
I mean, there's a lot to the Speedy that's I'm telling you, since you've had the VC overseas and you've had these Rolexes, when you handle a Speedmaster, you're going to be like, what is this? Why is this worth so much money? Why is it this is not a $7,000 watch? Because it's not, in my opinion. It's a $3,000 watch at best. Um,
Mm.
but there's just like I don't know. I just love the basicness of it. I love the design of the Speedmaster, the story behind it. The movement on Speedmaster is very underrated. It's actually very crazy movement if you look into it. But
Are you a
yeah,
chronograph?
I used to be. I used to be a big chronograph person, as in like the chrono. I thought the chronograph is the best, coolest looking piece you can get. But then the more I get into watches and learn about them, I think oyster cases are just so cool. As soon as you close the crown on it, I mean the thing is like bulletproof.
Yep.
Submariners are just awesome in my opinion. I just love the look of a diver. I think it looks cool.
Yep.
So yeah. But this yeah, I'm not gonna get would you buy this, Chris, if they offered it to you? If they called you tomorrow and they were like, "Hey, we don't have your OP, but we have the new Air King," would you get it? I'd pass on it. Let me tell you, I'd pass on it.
I wouldn't want to pass, but I think I might. I think I might. I think
Yeah,
I might. Yeah.
this would be a catch and release for me. I'd buy it and then I immediately get rid of it. I wouldn't keep this piece.
I'd rather be offered a Milgauss from the 80 at this point.
Yeah, I feel the same way, and I don't
Just
even really like the Milgauss.
yeah, I would just want one of the very last production Milgausses. Just you know what I mean. If I was going to have one, might as well
Yeah,
get the last one they made. You know.
the Milgauss, just so you can be like, yeah, got the last GV.
Yeah, basically, right?
Yeah, that's true. Would you do black, or you would have to do blue? I'd do black. This is pretty cool.
You know, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't care either way.
Yeah, I'd get either if they offered me either. But I think there's just something so cool about the Oyster Perpetual, the thinness of it. You've never even tried this watch on, huh?
Not in the
No,
40. Well, I have in a 36, just not a 41.
man. I actually, I'm excited to see how this looks on your wrist, on your 7.5 inch wrist. This is gonna be nuts, man. How does a 36 fit on your wrist? Have you tried
Mm,
a 36 on?
I have. It's. I like. See, I like it. I don't mind it because
Hmm.
I wear a lot of dress shirts. So I'm always like, oh, okay, just something nice, small. You know what I mean? It's there. You know. So I don't mind that too much. But if I were to wear a T-shirt or something like that, I wouldn't feel. I wouldn't feel it was the right look.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
You know.
Watch this to fit the mood.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my my Master Ultra Thin is I think a 39, and that's my dress watch.
Okay, your
Yeah.
master ultra then. Okay.
Yeah, let's see. I'll pull up a picture of the
Yeah,
one
let me
I'm
see
talking
that.
about. Let's see.
Man, so I mean, but technically, I know you said you need a dress piece, but the overseas is technically a dress piece. It's a three-hander. It's super thin. You have it on a leather strap. It's kind of a dress piece.
Yeah, but it's so big.
It's
Kind
big.
of like kind of like how you're saying, what you call it. It needs to be thin.
Yeah.
Not so
Slide
broad.
under the cuff.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it. Master Ultra Thin Bronze. Well, that's a picture of it, but that's not a good picture. Yeah, well, that's a picture of it.
Let me ask you: if they called you and told you they had a green OP, would you pick it up? They say, "Hey, we don't have silver, but we got green. Are you grabbing it?"
In a 41?
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you: blue. They say
No,
we have blue.
no, no,
You
no,
wouldn't do blue.
nope.
We got
And
black.
so I would do it if it wasn't to match my wife's.
Okay.
But because it has a specific purpose,
You
and
have to do silver.
Yep.
Damn, man. That's crazy. If they offered you green, you'd have to pass. You'd be like, I'm sorry, I need the silver.
Well, no, I mean I'd take it, but I'd still wait for the silver.
Oh, so you buy both. Okay. I feel you. I feel you, man.
Just
how
because I
long
don't want to get left out in the cold. Like how they just the yellow and the red. I was like, oh come on, I could have got the gold.
dude, how mad would you be if next year they offered you the green and then you discontinue? Oh my god. Dude, I'm telling you, it's when they discontinued the yellow, it didn't hit me at first. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of funny. And then like today I was thinking about it. I was like, I'm the biggest idiot in the world. So dumb. Okay,
Oh,
let's pull this up.
hold on. Here's a better look at it. I pulled it up from a better site.
Do you have this dial color too?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this color. Chris, I
Yep.
love this color, man. Let me pull it up.
Let's see. The second one's a little bit better. Yeah.
Oh, this is nice. And you don't wear this as your dress piece?
No, I do.
This is a dress piece. How big is this? 40 mil?
No, like a 39 or something like that. Just under.
Dude, this is an amazing dress piece you have here. This is
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, this is your dress. I don't think you need a dress piece, Chris. This is a dress piece.
It's brown.
So you're looking for something like black?
Yeah.
Then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Small,
What are you thinking?
gold black.
What are you thinking? Calatrava?
Yep.
Is that what you're really thinking of?
Yep.
Oh my god.
If I walked into a Patek boutique and they were like, we will give you our base, our baseline, not even the small seconds, just a couple hands, super basic. I'm out the door with it. Easy.
Really?
Yep. Just because I want, I want that look where I'm the old man with the thin watch, dancing at the wedding, like dancing at my daughter's wedding or something like that, or celebrating an anniversary and just having that real luxurious watch that's really understated, but took a lifetime to get kind of thing. But yeah, I wouldn't even. Yeah, see, nah, no white gold, yellow gold. By the way, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. Anyways, what was I saying? Okay. I just went on a crazy tangent. Number one, I feel like we have very similar taste in wristwatches. Hold on a second. Wired King Menendez. Hi, what's up? Is this Diego? Is this Diego's alternate channel? We have very similar taste in wristwatches because I think this is so cool too. They have this exact configuration at not Hingwa, but the other Patek boutique that's like down the street. They have
Oh,
they have this yes, they have this exact one there, and I was messing around with it, and I was like, I think this is such a cool piece. This one. Do they have this in yellow gold? Is
Mhm.
this it? Is this the modern one? I don't know if
Uh,
it's the modern one.
I'd have to. I'd have to see it
Mm,
from the side. I'd have to see the case from the side. Well, no, that has to be more modern because the one you're highlighting over kind of like that little center
oh, sorry.
second in white.
I was just gonna go to the website. It was like, stop messing with this. Yellow gold. We're gonna do yellow gold, and then we're going to get it. Do they even offer it in a black dial with the yellow gold? They have to, right?
No, I don't think no, they don't. I don't think
So
so.
would you do yellow gold with the white with the cream dial?
Yeah, and I just throw a black strap on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this. I like the white gold with the black dial. I think this looks so cool. So cool.
Mhm.
I don't know though. These things are so expensive. These are like
Okay, good.
$20,000 watches.
The price here at Longa, you know,
Oh
go
yeah.
away and get a Longa,
I know.
and especially
I
on
know.
the especially on the second market. So
I mean, my goal is to get the OP and then kind of make that my dress watch,
okay.
because technically it could be a dress watch. And
Mhm.
then just kind of I really keep having this fantasy that I'm going to get this number of watches and then just retire, like be done with collecting, right? Because I don't want to be that guy that has 15, 20 pieces. I don't want to be that person. I think 3 watches is like a fantastic collection. That's more than a person needs. If you can have 3 good watches, I think that's awesome. That's what I'm hoping to make happen personally.
Okay. Okay. But then you already have more than 3 watches, don't you?
No, I got 3. Well, technically 2 now, but yeah, I'm a 3 watch guy.
Okay.
My goal is to do sub 41 stainless steel, sub 41 two-tone, and then an Oyster Perpetual, and then just stop. Call it a day. But then, dude, they're gonna release a Coke, and then that's gonna fucking kill me. Then I gotta go get that. And then my AD is gonna offer me a Cermet, and then of course I gotta go get that. So, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Are you
I'm
still gonna
just
stay in the running for the Sermon with everything going on?
What do you mean?
Like, so if you ended up getting the OP, what color dial are you thinking on the OP again?
Black.
Okay. All right. So, well, yeah, I guess. I guess.
Well, no, but here's the thing though. I'm working with okay, so where we are in Southern California, there's 16 authorized dealers within a drivable distance with us. That's if you're willing to go an hour, right?
Right.
Out of those 16, I have good relationships with about 4 of them. So that means that, and right now Rolex has, or at least the ADs have this kind of rule where they will only sell you 1 stainless steel watch per year. So if you buy a stainless steel watch from them, you're done for the year.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, yeah. So when I just got one, so one I'm out for the year, and then I got one from another one that I ended up selling, so that one's gone. So I have 2 left.
Okay.
Um, I have 2 left, and one of them is getting me the two-tone sub, and then so that means I'll have one that I can get if I'm trying to pick something up this year, but I don't think I'm gonna get anything this year. Maybe the OP. We'll
Do
see.
you only go to Rolex boutiques or are yours kind of like multi-brand houses that
Um, the one of them One of them is the boutique. One of them is a boutique. The other one that I'm really cool with does multi-brand. 2 of them are multi-brand. One is the boutique, and then this newest one that I just got the relationship going and is a boutique. So 2
Okay.
boutiques, 2 multi-brands, 2 ADs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. One of them, yeah. The first place I started buying my Rolexes from was the Rolex boutique on Rodeo Drive. And I thought, no, this is a good thing to be buying from here. And I didn't even realize. I mean, I think it wasn't until I started coming on the stream and talking to Archie, and they were like, "Yeah, they're not going to sell you anything. It doesn't matter how much you buy from them. You're never going to score a sub." And it was true because it's like the Rolex on Rodeo. They have so many big clients there.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're walking in like, oh, by the way, thanks for selling me that last $200,000 watch. I'm here for another $200,000 watch. And oh, you have
Yeah,
a $200,000 watch. I'll take them both.
yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. Like thinking like, oh, they're going to sell me a Submariner, and I'm going to the same AD that Justin Bieber goes to. I'm like, yeah, I'm never going to get anything. So stupid. Yeah, so dumb. I think the last time I was there, when I was leaving, Usher was walking in. And I was like, oh, why did I spend my money here? It's so stupid.
So it's funny because when I go talk to the people, I'm always like, yeah, I'm still looking, and I have this and I have that. Oh, how'd you get that? Blah blah blah. Oh, I had a really good relationship at another place, and I'm not telling them I'm buying them on the gray market consistently. And
Smart.
then I go in and talk to them. Like when I had my two-tone, I was like, oh, I'm really interested in this. Oh, no Rolex, no Rolex, definitely nothing. Okay, no problem. I'm really looking for it. Then I go back and they're like, oh, I think I might be able to get that for you, not knowing I just paid for it and already got it, right? So I'm like, oh, every time I talk about it and bring it up, somehow I end up with it. And then they end up offering it to me. And I'm like, oh.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah. What's funny too is that when you go into these ADs, if you want to be taken serious, you almost have to be wearing a Rolex when you go in, right? It's almost they change their entire attitude when they see you with like a stainless steel piece on your wrist. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is.
Yep. Yep. And I try and make a point like, oh, I wear a different one. So it's like, oh, you have that? Oh, you have that. Yes. Yeah.
Lady, you don't even know what I got at home. That's what I want to tell them sometimes. Like you don't even realize it. LA Meth Witch, hey, what's up, man? Welcome.
Hey,
Welcome to the stream.
what's
Welcome
funny
to the
is I
stream.
walk in saying, hey, I'm looking for something for my wife. And they look down and, depending on where I'm coming from, I may or may not be wearing a wedding ring. So
Mhm.
they're like, your wife? Yeah. I got a 10-year anniversary coming up. 10 years? What? Yeah. Okay, sir. No problem. You know,
That's
so
so funny. Yeah, I used to try and do that and it never worked out. I was like, yeah, I want to get my dad his first watch. And they were like, yeah, we'll tell your dad to come down here. And I'm like, oh, okay. Calling me on my bluff. All right. All right. I'll walk out. Yeah, man. I'm getting pretty sick of this Rolex shit. I'm ready to just
so
I'm ready to get my pieces and then call it a day.
there's a lot of stuff out there. So who was it? Somebody said, I forgot, they were saying that they sold all of their Rolexes just yesterday or like the day before. They
Hmm.
were like, I sold all of my Rolexes, and I think as soon as they did that, then the world of watch collecting actually opened up. You know,
Oh, really?
yeah, because they're like, oh, but now I'm interested in this, and I'm interested in that, and I'm not worried about chasing something I'm not going to get, or kind of getting entangled in that.
Yeah, but it's the thrill that's so fun, Chris. Like that's what makes this thing so goddamn fun. When I got my call on last Friday about my sub, driving down there, I'm like, this is what it's about. It's this moment, driving down there, picking it up. It's the
Yep.
best. Getting the call. It's my favorite part about watch collecting. Getting the call. It's the best.
All right, so let me ask you a question, because I've
Yeah.
only flipped one watch, and that was that two-tone sub that I had. I
Okay.
actually flipped that into my two-tone sea dweller.
Smart.
So I didn't feel too bad about that.
Mm-hmm.
But since you kind of had a couple pieces that you've had let go and come back and all that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
what's the regret like?
What is the regret like? It's honestly not that bad, I will say, because every time I've flipped something, I'm always replacing it with something that's better in my opinion. So I don't have a lot of regret in that. The
Okay.
only piece I only have, I would say, two pieces that I regret. Two pieces I have heavy regret. The first one is my first Rolex, my Oyster Perpetual 39. I wish I had kept that, but I wouldn't have been able to get my Submariner if I didn't sell it, right? So it kind of had to go.
Okay.
I wish I could have kept that. That's why I want to replace it again with the new 41. And then the second watch I regret selling is the Explorer 39, just because now it's 36 and the 39 they don't make anymore. And that was such a perfect piece, and I didn't need the money. I just sold it because I was just like, I got the sub. I don't need both. I sold it, right? Oh, I was going into the Speedy again. So dumb. That would have been a great two-piece collection. Just the sub and the Explorer one. All bases covered. That would have been perfect. I wish I had kept that one. That would have just been smart. But other than that, I really don't have a lot of regrets because I've been very blessed with watches. I've done pretty well, I feel like.
All right, because I kind of feel, how you were saying, I don't want to be the guy with, the 12, 20 watch type thing. I,
Mhm.
I don't want to approach that either.
Yeah.
Right? And so I'm like, well, if I had to get rid of one, which one would I get rid of? You
Well,
know?
yours is hard because you got a lot of great watches, right? So you got the Sea Dweller, you can't sell that. You got the two-tone Sea Dweller, you can't sell that either. Um, the VC Overseas, I wouldn't sell. I just think that's like a heavy hitter, so I wouldn't get rid of that. And then the Master Controller, I think is just such a cool piece. And it's kind of your dress watch too, so you could wear it as a dress. It just works.
Yeah.
But I guess if you wanted to sell one, you could sell the JLC and then use that money towards, you know, another JLC, right? Another master controllers, some sort of thin dress watch JLC has, right? You could technically do that.
Yeah,
Um,
but I could sell the VC and put in a pool.
yeah, I know, right? I know, dude. That's the thing with these pieces, dude. When I sold the Batgirl, I got like 25 grand for it. I was like, dude, I can go live in Dubai for like 2 weeks. I could go live in like Taiwan for a year with this kind of. It's so much money. These
Yeah.
dumb things. Um, but what I was saying, or at least what I was thinking, until I got sidetracked. Ba, 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 ba. If you wanted to do something, have you considered maybe selling the Longines to replace it with a different type of beater, maybe a Tudor or something?
No,
Breitling.
I would spend more on the tutor.
Yeah, but I mean, how much could you get for the Longines? Like a couple grand, 1,500?
I can get my money back out of it.
How much did you spend on it?
Low twos.
Low twos?
Yeah.
Okay. So you take that two and then you throw maybe another two at it, and then now we're talking Tudor, now we're talking Breitling. Well, not Breitling, that's probably a little more expensive. But have you ever thought about that? Maybe upgrading the beater?
No, because I just got it and I love
How,
it.
oh,
Like
how long ago did you get it?
a month ago, 2 months ago.
Ah, well, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Still a little too early to flip that.
Yeah.
Rolex watch to keep forever or 2 weeks in Dubai. I don't know, man. That's a hard one.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd rather keep the watch.
I could sell it, and my wife would love a new kitchen. You know.
Jesus Christ. I know I'm going through a remodel soon too, and it's just like Jesus. I start getting quotes from contractors. I'm gonna easily dump at least like 15 grand into my place. And I have a small place too.
So I mean, I don't want to do it. I can't see myself doing it. I don't even feel the pull to do it at this point. But I'm just saying, at a certain point, this gets kind of ridiculous. And I have other watches.
Yeah,
You know?
I get
I
what
can
you're saying.
always say I had it, and okay, that's cool. I did something nice with it, and I still have. I still feel whole. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm feeling wait, so what's your collection at right now? Six?
Yeah,
Five?
roughly.
Six?
Yeah, yeah,
Six?
yeah.
Six? Man, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I
And a lot
think
of them are similar because I have three sea dwellers. Right?
yeah. Three Sea Dwellers. Good Lord. Wait, so hold on. Yeah, you did. You said you have the two-tone Sea Dweller, you have the SD43, and then what's the other Sea Dweller?
The 4K.
The 4K. Wow. So wait, is one of them a pre-ceramic?
No, no, that's what I was saying. The one that you looked up.
Yeah,
The
that's okay. Wait,
so no pre ceramic. No pre ceramic.
okay, so wait, you have the latest, not the latest. Do you have one stainless steel latest gen Sea Dweller?
Yes.
Jesus. So wait, hold on. So you have two stainless steel Sea Dwellers technically.
Yes.
Okay. So
But they're
Chris, I got to set.
but they're different sizes and they're
Okay.
different configurations because one is
Okay.
smaller, even though it has the bezel. It doesn't
Okay.
have a date window. It doesn't have, you know what I mean? It doesn't have,
Yeah.
like, the Sea Dweller is effectively my sub on steroids.
Okay, so maybe, I mean, I'm just saying, I wouldn't tell you what to do, but if you were gonna consider consolidating, maybe one of those Sea Dwellers could maybe go, and then,
Which
I
one?
mean, if
4K?
I could tell you, but maybe the one that you don't wear the most, right? Just look at your collection, be like, which one do I not wear the most, and then maybe get rid of one of those, and then you know, and then put that towards another Rolex, maybe, you know.
What other Rolex, man? Everything's expensive. I couldn't afford the gas to go get the Rolex. What are you talking
I know, Jesus Christ, right? I mean, you could do a date just. You could do a date just. You know, you could do that. But then you're doing the OP, so what is the point of a date just when you got an OP, right?
Yeah, and I'm not a big chrono guy per se. The one I do want is the Zenith, and I want that
Oh,
Yeah, and I want that in the Primero, not even the Chronomaster Sport. Although
Oh,
the new one kind of
yeah,
smooth.
those are very nice pieces.
That
Um,
two tone looks good. That latest two tone looks nice.
you think so?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead
Yep.
and take a look at it. Where am I? What am I showing? Okay. Zenith El Primero two-tone. Take a look. Let's pull her up.
No, that's the old one.
Yeah, let's. Wait, what is this? West time.
Oh, you're
Just
at
go to
a yeah.
just go to the website.
Oh, is that who you're sponsored by? West Time? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sponsored by West Time, guys. For any of you watching, oh, this is actually really nice.
Yep.
That is really cool. 17 grand though.
It's the same cost.
Yeah. That's actually a really cool piece. I wonder how it feels. Have you handled these Zenith El Primeros yet?
I have it.
I wonder how these bracelets feel. I bet they're quality. Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot. These subdials, these colors,
Yep.
man, that pops. I could see why you would want this. This is pretty cool. Would you trade one of your Sea Dwellers for one of these?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you on that one, man. Oh man. Well, anyways, we are going at an hour 30 right now. It is 11 o'clock. What time do you usually get up for work, Chris?
These days I'm waking up pretty early and going to bed pretty late, but I'm a tax accountant, so outside of
Oof.
April, you know.
And you work in Koreatown?
Yeah.
Do you have your own office there? Or are you like going into like are you part of a tax firm?
Nope. Oh, small boutique. So it's my own spot.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got me driving into Studio City now. It sucks. It's not too bad. I hate Studio City so much. It's horrible. There was a watch robbery actually on in Studio City. What was it? Less than a month ago, where a guy was driving on the boulevard. I can't remember the street name. Whatever. He was driving on a main street, and he had his hand out of the window, and he was
No.
just tapping the roof, listening to music. Some guy saw him, did a Yui, pulled up behind him, and then crashed into the back of his car. And then when they pulled over, he came out with a gun and was like, "Give me your watch." Didn't take his wallet or anything, just took the watch. How,
No.
yes, yes. But I looked
Oh,
it up. It was a two-tone date just. So little loud piece.
hey man, times are hard out there, dude. You gotta, you
You
know.
got to be careful. We got to get Oyster Perpetuals, Chris. We got to be
Yeah.
careful out here.
That's why I got this long jeans on, man. That's
Yeah,
why.
dude, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I might have to hold on to the Speedy for a little bit.
It's
But
not copying Rolex. Come on, guys. This is much more functional. You know, it's a. I feel like it's a better chrono caliber, but it's not a better built watch. So a sub. I mean, a sub. I feel like a Rolex is more robust, but as far as the actual movement and the function of that movement, Zenith is much better.
you can't say a Zenith El Primero is stealing from Rolex when the Daytonas had Zenith movements in them. You can't say that, dude. Like Zenith is its own powerhouse. And I'm glad they're doing all this cool stuff now. The ceramics El Primeros. Hey DM. I don't know what that means. Did he DM me in the privates? A Zenith is its own thing. They're doing their own thing, and I think this is actually pretty cool. 17,000, a little too much for me. Um, Still, I think an awesome piece. I mean, you know who wears these a lot? What's his name? Graham Stephan. Do you know the
Oh
YouTuber?
yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
loves these pieces.
He has his grandfather's El Primero, I think he started out with, and then he got one like it, but obviously not the same one. So he doesn't have to wear his grandfather's, but yeah.
He dropped like 30 grand on like a precious metal Zenith El Primero. It was like,
Really?
what are you what are you doing, dude? Yeah. I think
Oh,
this was before he like started getting into watches. He just thought it was cool. New Zenith El Primero Open Heart is really nice. No date. Let's pull her up. Let's pull it up. Zenith. Where are the El Primeros?
mm,
This is actually pretty cool here. This tri bezel. I
yeah,
saw that a while ago.
let's see. There they are.
Oh, the open hearts.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about this, Chris? You fan?
Not really, not really,
Yeah.
because I don't like I don't like the sport version of it.
Hmm.
I like the dress version, but then the dress version gets crazy on the price.
Let's take a look. Let's pull her up. This is actually insane. Look at this PM one here. 40 grand for this.
Right?
Would you buy this? This
Oh,
you gotta admit, this looks like a knockoff Daytona.
yeah. Yeah.
A little bit.
Not for that much. For that much, I'd be in another brand.
Man, I get the Omega fully gold Speedmaster. Talk
No,
about a
I
waste
mean,
of money.
see, now here's my thing. If you could get the Nautilus, or if you could get something out of the AD, they're all comparably priced. So all things being equal, I'm not going to pay 35, 37 for a Zenith if I can pay 35, 37 for, any of the other top 5, 4 makers, manufacturers out there.
Yeah, at 30, once you start hitting the 30s, you can get a PMVC. You can go. I mean, you have so many options at that point. It doesn't make sense to spend it. You have to like be related to someone at Zenith. Your last name has to be Zenith to spend that kind of money on that watch. You don't think that open heart cheapens the watch? I don't know if I would say it cheapens the watch. It's just this does nothing for me. This
Yeah.
doesn't call me at all. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say it cheapens the watch. That's what I meant, Lolex. Ha. Ha. We got a comedian over here. Diego's breaking balls. Yeah, man, it's getting
Uh,
late over here on the West Coast. I got to get ready for Betty Bye. But
I
Chris,
agree.
dude,
I
thank you
just
for
saw you on here. I was like, oh man, there's only a couple. Man, let me go in here and help my dude out.
either way, dude. I appreciate it. We got to talk watches. I love it, man. Well, thank you all for sticking it out. All 4 or 5 people that were watching me and Chris just yammer this entire time. I appreciate it. But I'll let you guys go. Everybody have a good night. Bye.
Wait, real quick.
Sure,
Since
sure,
we
sure.
all since we all lasted till the end, if you're still here, hit them with the coupon code to get 50% off their next purchase at the AD.
Oh yeah, guys! If you're going to AD Drop Rolex live with Rolex, if you're in Southern California and you're at a Rolex AD, say, "Hey, my friend Rolex recommended me." They're gonna say, "Who is that?" just say
Exactly.
the little pasty guy. They're gonna, oh, okay, I know that person. Anyways, yeah, you guys have a good night. Bye.
All right, you too, man. Thanks. Bye.
All right.